Well, the semester's over, so I'm back to sitting at home recording with the laptop mic rather than the fancy recording booths and equipment at school. A few days ago, I uploaded the first part of my video on the new Shaman King anime's September updates that I finally found time to work on after the end of the winter semester. As I'm uploading it, I look for a video to watch while I wait. And what do you know? There's a new trailer for the second Shaman King anime. So I figured I would make a video about it while I still have time during break. I'm seeing a lot of good things in this trailer, and the information that was recently released. For one thing, those who put the trailer together made sure that some of the footage they used directly recreates panels from the manga. Some of these recreations actually mimic Hiroyuki Takei's early art style. It has been stated many times that this new anime will be a faithful adaptation, and those who put the trailer together obviously want to reinforce that idea with their shot selection. Unfortunately, filmmakers often interpret what a faithful adaptation is in a way that is often very different from the interpretation of a fan. While I'm not exactly asking for a strict shot-for-shot, line-for-line recitation of the manga, I don't, for example, want to hear about how the production team is going to faithfully adapt the spirit of the original material. There's simply no guarantee that their interpretation of that statement, or any similar statement, is going to line up with our interpretation, or the author's interpretation. Not to sound too paranoid, but when I hear anyone in the entertainment industry say such statements, I immediately assume it's just a nice way of saying that the adaptation will not be all that faithful. I highly doubt this, but for all I know, the footage selected for the trailer might already be a good chunk of whatever footage is meant to be faithful to the manga, with many changes in store that are not being shown. Change is not necessarily bad, and there are cases where a loose adaptation, or a big change to a story or a character, is ultimately found to be good. But such cases are extremely rare. This faithful imagery could still be hiding a loose adaptation, and said loose adaptation probably won't be all that good. Let's just pray that Shaman King is getting the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment we hope it's getting. As with the previous teasers and trailers, the animation on display is very polished. There is more detail in how the characters and the environments are presented. The bluish tint often seen in the original anime's Funbari cemetery scenes, and night scenes in general, is more pronounced, as is the lighting. The lighting in general seems to have gotten more of a boost, which sells all this extra detail. Listening to the characters speaking, I'm hearing a lot of familiar things about their voices. Sure enough, as mentioned in the articles about the new trailer, even more of the cast from the original series is returning. Of the 4 new returning cast members, we have Inuko Inuyama returning as Manta Oyamada, Romi Park returning as Tao Ren, Masahiko Tanaka returning as Wooden Sword Ryu, and Wataru Takagi returning as Tokagero. Basan is the only character in the trailer other than Yo to have been replaced. Originally voiced by Shinpachi Tsuji, this time around he is voiced by Kosuke Takaguchi. In total, 7 cast members from the original anime are confirmed to be returning so far, while only 2 characters have been announced as recast. A very promising ratio for those who want to hear the old cast behind the mic once again. It seems the new anime's production team really are doing their best to bring the old cast on board for the new series. It's mentioned here and the other article that Megumi Hayashibara will again be performing the opening and ending songs for the new series. From the wording here, I'm pretty sure that these songs will be new. I'm still kind of hoping that the original music, especially the original openings and endings, are reused at some point. New music and new opening and closing songs could, however, be an example of a compromise that Hiroyuki Takei had to make to get the new anime project off the ground. At the end of the day, this is a new anime and a new adaptation, so it wouldn't be all that surprising if we were going to get new music. We can at least be sure that it's Megumi that we will be hearing when each episode starts and ends. Overall, it's a good trailer, and there's a lot of promising bits of information in both the trailer and the news surrounding it. I'm looking forward to this new return even more. What am I going to do with the rest of the video for the September updates? Well, no doubt some of the information I'm covering in the second part of this September update video is now outdated. I think I'm going to release it anyway. I got all the voiceover recorded weeks ago, and I have a lot of the video already put together. I put a lot of work into it, and I don't want all of that going to waste. Besides, there might be some questions that haven't been covered in this video, or any of the updates. I'll do what I can to get it out to you all within the next few days, so see you then. Oh, and don't take life too seriously.